Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another exciting episode of Women Now. Today on the show, we have a range of great topics. Hello, everybody. How are you?
Good. I'm doing great.
Pretty good. We're talking about New Year's, right?
Yes,
we want
we
to
are.
know what people like to do that New Year's Eve. So we'll start with Smita.
Well, with us, it's usually a fun time with kids during the day, and then my husband and I, we sneak out in the evening. So we have a lot of kid-friendly places in the Bay Area, and which celebrate New Year's Eve. So
New Year's. That's
yes.
interesting.
I know,
That's
New
good.
Year's.
New Year's Eve.
That's a long day.
Yeah, the kids actually ring in the New Year's at noon,
Yeah.
which is kind of exciting, and they have the balloon drop at noon and things like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's the best thing
I
I've
know,
ever
I
heard.
know. It's like the baby moon, right?
Yeah.
Along
Oh, yes, that's right.
new
The honeymoon,
terms,
yes.
exactly.
Noon, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
and in
and
the
then-
evening, we either go to the city or we just catch up on a nice little party or a concert. So that's our fave thing to do.
I want to do what she does. That sounds better than what the hell I'd be doing.
He's like, let me do the kid security.
This rocks. I haven't
know.
ever done anything that
What
great.
about you?
Well, for me, it's a couple of options, but I think I don't know if I could do a New Year's and then go to a New Year's. I'd be exhausted. But I think for me, it's one or the other. Either spend it with the children, or I think it's great to go out and party. But I'm a planner, so for me, things have to be known beforehand. I wouldn't know what to do. Like last minute, I probably just land up watching the television. But I think plan beforehand. I love to be out there because when you're there, you feel the energy. No matter how your day's been, how the year's been, but that 12 o'clock, the balloon drop, all the
Champagne toast.
yes, that total conundrum and cacophony all around. I love that. So for me, it's like being out there with people I want to be with, close friends and family, and that's the way to bring in the new year.
What about you?
Well, the part of me, the musician in me, I used to always take concerts. I was always performing with whomever was coming from Bollywood or whatever. Now in recent years, it's been more about family and hanging out, with the kids and the wifey and then the family and mom and dad and the whole deal. So I think,
Sometimes getting called for all these MC.
yeah, that's right. That's right. That's the other thing. But if you notice, I snuck away.
Right.
And I left to be with the family. I have to be with the family right before midnight. So
Right.
even if I've taken a concert, whatever, I will only sign on till about 11:30. And at 11:31, I'm in my car or on a flight or wherever I have to be with the family.
Right.
So that's what
I
it
think
is.
the whole concept of New Year's Eve for me has changed over time. It's different when you're a teenager, then you
Oh,
newly
yes.
married,
Yes,
then you
of
have
course,
kids,
of
Yeah.
and then
course.
you have family.
The
and
New
right
Year's come
now-
in
Yes.
with kids.
Right now, midnight, I'm getting calls from all over, from family and friends all over the world, and that phone call at noon, at midnight, is very important. But this year, guess what? Who all attended last year's Women Now New Year
No, I
party?
was out
That
of the
would be me.
country.
Me
I would
too.
be-
You
did,
yes,
right?
That would be me.
It was fantastic. We had a ball, okay?
we
About
did.
400-500 people.
Yeah.
Great decor, awesome, amazing food. And I've been getting calls from a lot of people that, hey, what are we doing this year? Because it was really one of the best parties. Not because I organized
No, it really was. And I told you
Yeah.
the next day, I said it was
one
a
of the
good event.
best parties out here in the Bay Area,
Yeah.
and everybody had a great time. We had something for the little kids, something for the adults, something for people like us. We had so much fun that people are calling, what are we doing? So this year, guess what? We are going to do the same party, which is going to be called Unforgettable.
Okay.
It was really unforgettable.
It was.
With a twist, which is outrageous.
So what's outrageous about it?
Outrageous.
Okay.
So it's outrageously unforgettable.
Outrageously
wonderful.
unforgettable. So we're gonna have a Vegas style show wherein we're
Ooh,
gonna
that-
have
that is
people
outrageous.
dressed up in feathers. I'm even thinking of a fire dance or something fun because we always end up doing the same thing over and over again. I mean, being in America, I think monotony is an understatement.
Yes.
Everything is same all over again, right? We don't do
Homogenous. It's all
we
homogenous.
don't do variations, right? So I thought, why don't we have something with a little spun? We do outrageous party.
So you're bringing Vegas. Does that include you're going to have the casinos and the
we won't
tables as
bring
well?
Vegas, but we will become Vegas.
Ah. We
That
will
sounds
become
really
Vegas.
intriguing.
That's a longer
Everybody who's
conversation.
Traveling to Vegas cancel your trip.
Come to this party.
And this is going to be at the San Jose Garden Hotel. We're
Okay.
going to have India Post as one of our partners as well.
Awesome.
We love collaborating, and that's how you bring more people, different kinds of people. And it's going to be Women Now, India Post at the San Jose Garden Hotel. We're going to have a fabulous time, guys. If you already haven't made plans or bought your tickets, go to Eventbrite or come to our website, womennow.tv. We have a lot of information out there for you, and book your tickets today before it's too late.
Yes.
Second year, San Jose Discovery Museum and Diwali Festival. How much of a role did you play in this? Tell me.
Well, I'm always supportive of everything the Children's Discovery Museum does. And of course, when they're going to be doing a Diwali festival, I've been supportive 100%. And, you know, San Jose is as diverse of a city as you'll find anywhere in the country. So to have our very own Children's Discovery Museum celebrate Diwali is just par for the course for this incredible institution.
Performance. Now you know how the Punjabis stay fit, right? You know, right? Punjabi style, Bhangra man. Bhangra is total aerobics, man.
So Ash, what does really Diwali mean to you?
Well, it means a lot of things to me. One, of course, especially in my role now more than ever, kind of having the light shine on the darkness and really to help me and to help guide me as a leader in this community. You know, Diwali is one of those days, one of those times of reflection where I really do focus on making sure that I'm doing the best I can but to reflect the meaning of Diwali and making sure that I do my best to reflect the truth, reflect that lightness that we need in all of our lives. But it also means a lot to me in terms of growing up here, celebrating it with families, with our family, and the love that you share and the time that you share with each other. It's a very special time. And so it's great to see so many children here that are now creating their own memories so that when they get older, they can reflect in a positive manner as well about what Diwali means to them.
You know, Diwali is just a great time for us to come together and celebrate life. And the story that they'll be telling about later on is how Sikhs celebrate Diwali. And it's the story of Bandi Chor Divas. And that's really nice that we were able to introduce that. But it's just a time for families and everyone to get together and enjoy. It's been so much fun bringing all of this out here. Yesterday was a full day of events, and today are again another full day of events, and it's just been wonderful. Arts and crafts, food, dances. They had a reading room upstairs where they were reading stories about what Diwali means, and they're selling books in the bookstore about Indian culture, and so it's just been a really fun time seeing everyone embracing the Diwali season.
Diwali means celebrating with your friends and family, to enjoy what you have, be thankful for it, and to celebrate the victory of good over evil, and to show the children some of our culture and what to enjoy, the good food, buy new clothes, and then go meet your friends and hang out.
Now we are so far from our country and our own people and family and all of that. How different is it for you to celebrate Diwali in this country as opposed to how we were used to back home?
Oh, back home, everybody would celebrate it. So, you know, early morning you hear the sound of sparklers and fireworks and everything. So the whole atmosphere is very different. But here, the good thing is you're sharing your where you come from with your friends who come from other parts of the world.
Diwali to us means celebrating our traditions, our culture, remembering the epics of Ramayana and the stories that have so much, character building in them as well as morals. So we use that to remind ourselves of our history and as well as celebrate them in today's days with, lighting of diyas, lighting sparklers. And my kids love Diwali.
Well, we are so far from India, right? And yet we are celebrating Diwali over here. Do you see any difference in the way you celebrate Diwali here as opposed to in India?
There are differences. In India, firecrackers were a big part of my Diwali celebration. Here, to a lesser extent, but on the good side, we are able to spend more time reading the stories behind Diwali and reflecting a little bit on the meaning behind Diwali. So I think in a good way.
यारों दिन आज ये बसाती वाला आया है कार कार विच आज खुशियां ले आया है यारों दिन आज ये बसाती वाला आया है कार कार विच आज खुशियां ले आया है सारी पंजाबियां रुझा मैं खुशियां चुकाऊंगी राहों में लगे आए बसाती वाला यार मैं खुशियां चुकाऊंगी राहों में लगे आए बसाती वाला यार मैं खुशियां चुकाऊंगी राहों में लगे आए बसाती वाला
Diwali is a special time for all people from India and that subcontinent, and so as Sikhs, we take the opportunity to participate in everyone's happiness. And so we try to get our kids to remember what it means to be part of a larger community. And as the children are telling you, you're hearing more about what it means to our gurus and what it means about compassion and what it means about really being part of a larger community.
Now tell me, I'm curious, do Sikhs celebrate Diwali in a different way than Hindus?
We do. We don't celebrate Diwali per se. We celebrate Bandi Chor Divas. And that is when our Guru Har Gobind Ji helped to free many princes who were being imprisoned by Jahangir in 1500s. So we celebrate that time when our gurus gave up his own personal freedom to help preserve the freedom of the Hindu princes who are being subjugated. And so for us, we think it's an important time to remind ourselves what compassion means and how we are responsible not just for ourselves but for the communities we live in.
Okay, so the significance quite different, right, from the Hindus and the Sikhs, but we all celebrate on the same day?
Yes, we celebrate it because it happened at the same time. And so at the time that it happened in the 1500s, in the 1600s, sorry, it was Diwali. And so we celebrate in very much the same way.
So isn't it interesting to see that all good things happen at the same time? Because we have Thanksgiving here, we have Diwali here, and all falls around the same time. That is quite significant, right?
Well, it's always great to have an opportunity to celebrate, and particularly when more communities are celebrating, I think it makes us all in a festive mood. So we're very happy for all the reasons that people celebrate Diwali, and Sikhs like to remember their own reason why they celebrate it, because I think it gives us all something bigger that we can hold on to.
Bharatanatyam. It's a South Indian classical dance.
And how long did it take you to wear all this sari and the ensemble together?
Like about 1 to 2 hours.
Okay, now tell me, how do you celebrate Diwali? What does Diwali mean to you?
For me, it just means like inner success, like to celebrate what you did, and like the celebration of good over evil is just the best part of the year for me.
Tell me what Diwali means to you.
It's a great way to spend time with my family and connect with my culture, and there's a lot of celebrations that go on.
Diwali is it's literally like the celebration of lights. So learning how my mom, and dad coming from India, how they celebrate it. And the best part is how, my mom makes all the sweets and stuff. So that's fun.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous.
Jealous of me?
Yes, because you've been posting these Facebook pictures from all these exotic locations around the world, and the furthest I've been is like Milpitas.
Oh my
come on! What are you talking?
I'm sorry, nothing against Milpitas, but that's about all I could drum up right about now.
Yeah, that's why those pictures, to entice you, you need to go out and see the world. I mean, so much has been left behind by our ancestors and the kings and the queens of the world. I mean, when I see those, I am always mesmerized. I'm thinking to myself, what and how they were, and what thinking, and what vision they had to leave behind. all the paintings of these museums and all the piazzas, all these beautiful murals.
Now, where specifically did you go?
Well,
this
yeah,
last
I was
time?
going to
Let's
ask,
talk about that, yeah.
are we talking about a particular country?
Europe, my favorite travel
con-
destination. And with, the holidays coming up, I think most of you who are not doing anything during the New Year's or partying and all, or even spread the word that travel destination is something that we always want to know more about. And I've been inspired to actually try out a travel show or a travel blog because I see so much and I want to share it with everybody, and that's why I post those pictures. I can't wait to share it with people that I hadn't even known about this place called Segovia. Did you know?
Maybe that's the start. You should start a blog.
Absolutely. Did you know about a place called Segovia?
No.
I've heard of it, but I've never been there. I haven't yet gone towards the Spain, Madrid, Portugal side. But no, I hear it's absolutely
I'm
amazing.
a little partial with Spain. I've been to a lot of other places in Italy, but Spain has a lot to offer culturally, as well as we connect with the place, the people, and
the
what
food.
they do. The food,
Right,
the tapas.
right.
Oh my God, I can eat all day.
And I think Europe in general has that, right? It's every country is so small, but you cross borders, and it's just amazing because you're in literally a different country versus going from here to Milpitas or even here to New York.
Yes.
You know, there's a
know.
synonym.
There's a variation.
Each
Yeah.
one has a strong history and a culture of its own. So
Right,
that
but
sets
guess
it
what?
apart.
Everyone is very well dressed, very, they look affluent, but I know the economy is really not that
25%.
great. Yeah, but they spend that time, energy, and that extra, bonding after work. No one goes home. Every corner, they call those piazzas. The people will get together and the kids are playing, the parents are talking. People talk a lot. You go to a restaurant and you sit down and people just constantly talking. Here we don't have that culture. We go straight from work to home, have dinner, spend time with the kids, and go off to sleep.
I think it's a very different lifestyle. The whole European lifestyle doesn't matter then be it Spain, Sweden, or England. It's a very different lifestyle than what we have here in the United States. And I think travel is a great way. So hopefully through the show we bring to our viewers different countries because it's important to go other than Milpitas as well.
What is
Never
very,
live that one down.
Very exciting thing about Europe, I'll tell you, it's a combination of the very modern world and the very ancient and the old. So you're going to suddenly find this beautiful building in the middle of a road that has all these fancy cars and the fastest train and the shopping malls, and then suddenly this entire piece which connects you back to history. So it was just amazing.
So tell me, Anna, which was your favorite country?
You know what? Everywhere I go becomes favorite. But this
Yeah.
time, Segovia did take my heart away because it was the cleanest place and the communication, the bus service and the train service was so smooth. We went to this small little town. Takes you back in, history or like a fairy tale land. They have these castles and they preserve all of that just like that. They have the Duomo, which is built so intricate. It will take millions of years for someone to build that now. But they also have this clean, nice road. Everything is modern. The places, everything is spick and span. So that's the combination that attracts me the most. I mean, you guys should visit.
Oh yes, just
We
take me
can
along
actually
next time.
see a change in you after coming back.
Yeah, I'm always enlightened after I come back from my vacation, and then I figure that there must be so many other places that I haven't even seen.
There
which
is.
worth
There
going.
are so many countries.
And that's why the travel blog. We'll get you out of Milpitas.
Oh, what a pound. Thanks. Thank you. I need to. I've been locked in here for too
About
long.
time.
Yes, but I have a feeling.
If you don't hit me, I'm going to say something.
Oh, please.
That's very American.
Their
world is in and around their house, Milpitas Bay Area. That's the world.
Well, we're the world champions. That's always it. But we don't play anybody else. I know. I've heard that my whole life. trust
Well,
me.
I hope this inspired you to take that step out of Milpitas and go to Europe and see any other place. And it's always worth spending that extra time seeing the local culture, finding out fascinating things that there are around in the world. And thanks for watching us.
So, as we end this year, we all want to take a look back and think just how exciting this year has been for all of us, right? First of all, tired of the political stuff. And I've been totally a party to it. I've been blasting the GOP on my Facebook. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. And of course, you've been planning New Year's Eve. People have been planning New Year's Eve. But, I just want everybody to have a great time. And remember, be responsible. Don't drink and drive. I lost a friend when I was young who, kind of didn't think about that. and just enjoy what we all have right
And
now.
we also want to thank you for helping us grow so much. It's been a fantastic journey putting the show together this whole last year. We've come a long way.
Oh yeah,
A very
We've
long
grown
way.
so much, and we thank you for all your support, love, and sending us those messages, feedback, letting us know what you want to see on the show. And like always, we're going to end the show with a quote. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate, said Oprah. Have a great week. See you next week, same time, same place. Till then, you know what to do. Take care of yourself.